Since the question says we write following formula to make x the subject. So what can we do here? I can see 2x. I can see 2x, right? So what we do is when we have 2x, we want to make sure that both the x are on one side. So what we do is we multiply this to open the bracket. Fx in is fx, f into x is fx, f into g becomes what? Fg is equal to x, right? So on the other hand, if you know, okay, you have this x and this x. So what we can do is, with respect to this and this, we can have this particular x on this side and fg can come on this side. So that means fx minus x is equal to minus fg. So now what can we see is 2x. If I see 2x, I can take x as common. So if I take x as common, I'll be left with f minus 1 minus fg. So can I just see that f minus 1 is being multiplied? It will be divided on the other side. So can we just have x is equal to minus fg upon f minus 1 will become the answer, because x is the subject now on the left hand side. It is separate. So obviously this will become your subject. Part 2, since I can see that we have d, e minus f and I need to make x the subject, or I can have minus being shifted to the left hand side to make it positive. So can we just say this is fx is equal to e minus d? Because what I did was I shifted the fx on the other side to make it positive and this d on the right hand side to make it negative. But what I can do is this f is being multiplied by x. So now what we can do is if f is being multiplied, it can be divided on the other side. So this will be e minus d upon f. So x will become your subject here. X will become your subject here. Okay. So we know that in part 3 you have got 2x. So when you have 2x, put all the x on one side and p on the other side. So I can see that x is common here. So this will become q minus r is equal to what? P. So x becomes what? Q minus r is being multiplied. It will be divided on the other side. So x will become what? P upon q minus r. Whereas in part 4, if you see that you have x plus what goes on the other side becomes what? Minus y, right? So n minus y upon r is equal to what? X. N minus y upon r is equal to what? X, because you already know that there is only one x, right? On the other hand, if we do question number 5, you'll see there are 2x. So this will be sx minus tx is equal to v. So x is equal to s minus t is equal to v. We took common, right? And then s minus t is being multiplied, it will be divided on the other side, which will be v upon s minus t. In part 6, when we want to make x the subject, so what can we do? We can see that x is inside the bracket, right? So p is being multiplied here. If p is being multiplied here, it will be divided on the other side. So what can we do? Q plus x is equal to r upon p. So to make x a subject, r upon p, and this will be minus q. Or you can even have this in single fraction. You can solve it in this way. PQ plus PX is equal to R. So this would be PX is equal to R minus PQ, right? And X will be what? X will be R minus PQ upon what? T. So you can always have this answer or this answer, both are accepted. You don't have to worry about anything here. Okay, we need to make X the subject from what? Part 7. So if you see that X is here, it's inside the bracket, right? So can I say A is being multiplied? It will be divided on the other side. So this should be X plus BC is equal to what? D upon A. X plus BC is equal to what? D upon A. So to make what? X the subject plus BC will go on the other side, become what? Minus BC. This is one way of doing this. You can make X the second way of doing this is you can open the brackets. So this will be AX plus ABC is equal to D. ABC is positive, it will go on the other side, become what? Negative ABC. And since A is being multiplied, it should be divided. So D minus ABC upon A. So both are right. This is just in separate fractions and this is in single fraction. Part 8. If you see that you have X inside the bracket, now V is being multiplied here. This V is being multiplied, it will go on the other side, get what? Divided. And then obviously X minus U will be opened up. Minus U will go on the other side, gets what? Positive. Or you can multiply V with X and V and then solve it as well. So we do it from both ways. Let's say V is being divided on the other side first. So this would be W upon V. And X is equal to W upon V plus U. So this will be one way of doing this, right? This will be what? Plus U. The other way of doing is open the bracket. So V into X become what? Vx minus Vu is equal to W. Since you need to make X the subject, Vx is equal to W plus Vu. X will be W plus Vu upon V. So even this is the right answer. Both will be correct. Both will be corrected. There would be no issues. Now, since already you know that we need to make X the subject, let's just attempt part 9. So X is trapped inside the bracket again. So we need to open X. To open X, we can see that B is being multiplied. So A minus X is equal to what? C upon B. C upon B, right? So A minus X will be on left hand side, whereas your positive A will be shifted to the other side to become what? Negative. So this will become negative A, right? Now, what you need to understand is that this negative will turn to positive. This positive will turn to what? Negative. And this negative will turn to positive because we need to change the sign of X. Since we need to change the sign of X, this negative will turn to what? Positive. This positive will be negative and this will become what? Positive, because the sign of the entire equation will change. So this will be X minus C upon B plus A. So this will be the answer for what? X in part 9. For part 10, if you see that to make X the subject, K is being multiplied. So the only thing that we can do is L minus Mn upon what? K. On the other hand, if you see question number 11, minus Lx. So we can just shift it on the other side. Ln Lx becomes what? Positive. And Mn will become what? Negative. So you have L with X. So this would be N minus Mn upon L. Last part, which is what? X to be made subject. So we can just change it on the other side. Mx is equal to Q minus Pn. Your negative Mx become what? Positive. And your Pn will become what? Negative. Right? So what we can do is, m is being multiplied, it will be divided again. So x become q minus pn upon m. Question number 9. If we come back to the signs again, what you need to understand is that you have minus, right? Minus turns positive, because when you have negative in the subject, that will not be considered as your answer. Your negative will be changed to what? Positive. Your positive will be changed to what? Negative, and your negative will be changed to positive, because the entire equation signs will be changed. If we just open the brackets, if you see for the first part, it is being multiplied. Since it is multiplied, it will be what? Divided on the other side. And then you have positive a, it will go on the right hand side to become what? Negative. Question number 1. Now see that you already have two a's here. You need to make a the subject, and you have two a's. So obviously to make the subject, we need to make both the a's become what? 1. Right? We need to have both a's become what? 1. To make it become 1, what we can do is, we can change this a plus x on the other side. So this will be y, and a plus x will be multiplied on the other side. Similarly, if you see that to open the brackets or to have a, we can always open it. So this will be ya plus yx is equal to what? A. Can I have a's on one side? That would be ya minus a is equal to minus yx. Now we can easily take what? We can easily take ya minus a is equal to minus yx. We can take a thus common. So y minus 1 is equal to minus yx. Right? Once we take this as common, we can now multiply. Since this is being multiplied, it will be divided. Minus yx will be divided. So this will be y minus. So a becomes what? Minus yx upon y minus 1. A will be what? Minus yx upon y minus 1. Since you need to make q the subject here, so I can see it is being divided. It will get multiplied on the other side. Do you agree? Right? 4q plus 3. This will be what? 4q plus 3. Now, can I just say that p is being multiplied? So this will become pq minus 5p is equal to what? 4q plus 3. 4q can be shifted on the other side to become negative, and this minus 5p can be what? Positive. So can I say that q and q can be taken out as common? So this will be p minus 4, 3 plus 5p. So q becomes what? 3 plus 5p upon p minus 4. This was question number 2. The answer for this is 3 plus 5p upon p minus 4. We have to make b the subject from question number 4. So what we see is 4k being multiplied. It will be up divided on the other side, right? So this should be a square upon 4k, which will be b minus 3. So minus 3 will go on the other side to become what? Positive 3. So this will be a square upon 4k plus 3. Whereas in part 5, we can have 2p upon x is equal to a upon b. We need to make x the subject. So we can cross multiply. So this will be 2pb is equal to xa. And then obviously if a is being multiplied, a can be divided as well. So x becomes what? 2pb upon a or 2bp upon a. So both will be the right answers for this. Let me know if it is clear. Perfect. Thank you, Wali. Thank you. Thank you, Bhaktawa. Thank you. Aisha, what in question number 5? Can you elaborate a bit? And Shayan beta, this is question number 9. You had issue, right? You wanted to see it? Okay, perfect, Aisha. Shayan, are you there? Question number 12. This is question 12. Good enough? Chale. Attempt this part. Question number 6. Make B the subject. So we are making what? B the subject. 1 minus 1, 1 minus B is being divided. It will be what? Multiplied on the other side. So this will become A, 1 minus B is equal to 1 plus B. I can see two B's. So A minus AB is equal to 1 plus B. So A minus 1 is equal to B plus AB. I shifted B minus B on the right hand side and this 1 on the left hand side. Positive 1 becomes negative 1 and negative AB becomes what? Positive AB on the other side. So I can take common as B. So when B is common, I'm left with 1 plus A. So 1 plus A is being multiplied, it will be divided on the other side. So it will become what? A minus 1 upon 1 plus A. That will be what? B. Answer for what? Question number 6. Let me know. Now what you see is that you need to make Y the subject, right? If you want to see Y the subject, so what will happen is that plus Z goes on the other side, becomes what? X minus Z is equal to Y square, right? So obviously, this will be, since you have square, now whenever there is a square and you need to remove a square, remember it will be under root on the other side. So if you want to remove a square, to remove a square, under root will be used on other side. So that means this square will be removed and we will end up having what? Under root on this side. So quite easily what we can do is x minus z under root is equal to what? Y. So now square is removed. So what we're going to do is we're going to write plus minus. So whenever there's a square, so what we do is we use what? Under root on the other side to make sure that we have Y the subject here. For question number 8, what you need to do is, since you have this X, so we need to what? Make subject, and the subject that we need to make is X, right? So X is here. So what we can do is, it will be 2B, this B multiplied, and this will be 3x plus A. So 2B is equal to 3x plus 3A. 2B minus 3A is equal to what? 3x. So 2B minus 3A upon 3 becomes x. So x is your answer here. X is the answer. That means to make x the subject, we shifted every value on the other side. To make x the subject, we shifted every value on the other side. Remember that obviously this thing was being divided. It is multiplied here. B is divided, it is multiplied. So 2B. So this will be 3x, 3A. So obviously 3A goes on the other side, becomes what? Negative. And you have 3x. So when you have 3x and x is being multiplied, it will be divided on this side. So it becomes what? X is equal to 2b minus 3 upon 3.